The Isaiah Factor Uncensored starts right now.
And welcome to The Factor Uncensored tonight. So many opportunities for police to take down the gunman who stepped foot inside of Uvalde Elementary School, a school in Uvalde, Robb Elementary School there, yet they waited. According to new reports, police were inside the school less than minutes after the shooting began. However, they did not confront and shoot that gunman until about an hour later, and he was taken into custody. 2 teachers and 19 children are now gone. They're now dead. Why did those officers wait? It's just one of the many questions expected to come up in tomorrow's Senate hearings in Austin.
State Senator Paul Bettencourt joins us here on The Factor Uncensored tonight. So, Senator, we understand hearings will begin again tomorrow in the Uvalde shooting, one with the House, one with the Senate. You guys will be hearing from whom tomorrow?
Well, the Senate is going to be hearing from DPS and many people in law enforcement, Texas Education Agency, School Safety Center, a plethora of state agencies as well as law enforcement personnel around the state. And there'll be open hearings, so you'll be able to actually hear and see what's going on, because I think this is going to be an important day for the real facts to come out and the truth of what occurred, because this is one event that tragically and horrifically has been turning 180 degrees every time we think we know the facts, we find out something new.
Yeah, it's very disturbing, the loss of 21 individuals, including 19 children. What do you want to see change? First of all, you want to get to the bottom of everything, I'm sure, and who was responsible and who knew what and when and why they took no action.
Well, that's really critical questions, Isaiah. And for state government, we've got to figure out what we have to do here in Texas to try to protect all the citizens in Texas and our school children specifically. What's happening at the federal government is different level, but here we've got to start with the facts, because without good facts, bad facts make bad law. And that's what we would have been doing if we had reacted to the first narrative, even the second narrative, much less the third narrative. Hopefully we'll get a narrative tomorrow that we believe is accurate enough to be able to look at a public policy debate from there.
Senator, are you at all shocked just how bad the response was?
Isaiah, it's a terrible tragedy and it's horrific. But what I see was like a total breakdown of command and control at the site. People that were trained to do certain things didn't. Radios were left behind. You know, there's so much to understand what went wrong, and the problem with all that is we're doing it in an incredibly emotional environment because of the deaths of 21 people, and you might want to say 22 because one person died of a broken heart because they lost their teacher wife, and so this is really serious for us to get this facts down, and I'm hoping that tomorrow the public will hear the facts as we're beginning to understand them, because I think an open hearing is important for the public to understand what really happened.
Now, it's my understanding at least a portion of the House's hearing on the House side, it's closed door private, right?
That's apparently the case, but I'm not a House member.
Are you disappointed in that, where they're not allowing the public to hear?
Look, I'm one member of the Senate that Lieutenant Governor Patrick put on a committee chaired by one of our best senior people, which is Robert Nichols. We're going to do our job in the Senate to bring out all the facts. I think that it's important to have these hearings in public. What other people decide to do, they have to explain their reasoning, because I know that it's important for us to talk about it in public so we can all come to a consensus of what really happened at Robb Elementary School.
And for those who may be wondering, do you have any ideas of what type of bills or laws or legislation you're going to put into effect after this, or do you have to hear all of the facts and see what exactly went wrong first?
You know, Isaiah, and I think this is an important point. we passed Senate Bill 11, which was really a combination of two bills after what happened at Santa Fe. There is approximately $14 million of school safety money that still hasn't been used from that fund, and Lieutenant Governor Patrick has authorized TEA to send out whatever money they want to from here. So if it's a monetary issue, the state can react quickly because of the Legislative Budget Board. So the real problem is what really happened. This whole narrative started out with an heroic police resource officer, school resource officer, having a shootout with a shooter and body armor, and none of that was true. So we really need to see what we put in place, what would have worked if it had worked, because obviously it didn't. And we need to stop getting different versions of the facts. We need to get one set of facts that the public knows, as well as the lawmakers, before we even start about the process of trying to write legislation.
All right. State Senator Paul Bettencourt, always good to see you, and we appreciate your time on the Factor Uncensored tonight, sir.